Hi, everybody. My name's Michael. I have a page on YouTube. I show mostly traveling videos and walks around. Nothing too wild. Anyways, I wanted to share a piece of advice with you guys who may have a criminal record history. Something stupid you did when you were 17, 18 years old. You were tried as an adult, like me. Um, I never did anything too outrageous. When I was 18, I stole a case of beer from this grocery store I worked at. I'm Canadian, by the way. This was in Canada. And then when I was 20 or 19, I took some batteries, I think. I'm 37 right now, so I kind of forget. I have to go back to my records. I only have two charges. Um, and I had one charge that was actually dropped. Anyways, it was all theft under 5,000. That's the name of the charge in Canada. I can't help you if you're in the U.S. or whatever, because I don't know the terminologies or whatever. But anyways, I got charged with theft under 5,000. Then I got probation. I got like a $200 fee and probation for like a year. Then the second time was like 2 years. Anyways, after I was 20, I had trouble getting a job. I mean, a good paying job, because they would always look at my history. So I had to get a pardon, and uh, yeah, that costed about $1,000. I didn't really want to talk about the pardon right now because that's not what the video is about, but maybe I could, I guess. So I did the pardon myself. I filled out all the paperwork. Like, I went to the Parole Board's Canada website, the official, not some CanadaPardons.com or something, not some like company that you pay to do it for them, because they just kill you with charges. I remember I had this one company, I forget their name, Try It. They kept pushing it back, and they kept pushing these dates back. I had to give them $60 there, $80 there, $400 there. It was insane. I just got fed up. I grabbed my file and then I left. I did it all myself. And anyways, I want to talk to you about the U.S waiver. So I just got my results yesterday, and I was approved, and I'm really excited because now I have 5 years to travel to the U.S. Now I want to tell you guys, yeah, because I had some trouble doing this as well, and I want to save you guys all the trouble. I want to save you guys lots of money. Um, so if you, yeah, like me, you got in some trouble, you're not able to enter the US, listen to me. You have to go to esafe.com. I'm not going to put it on a separate page because I'm not good at editing videos. I just kind of want to get this video out there. Um, esafe.com or esafe.org. Anyways, it's esafe, okay? ESAFE. And then you'll see the American flag, like the emblem. You'll know it's official when you go to the site. Anyways, I guess I'll put that in the comments for you. I mean, not in the comments, in the description of the video. Anyways, everything there is electronic. It's so easy. Like, I just discovered this like 3 months ago. I printed all the documents, and I was going to do it all by hand, and my writing is kind of messy because I've been using a computer for the last 20 years. I was doing this all by hand, and I was like, then I found eSafe. Then I'm like, oh, this is easy, because then you write your name, your address, where you've been for the last 5 years. The application's pretty hefty, but you can do it in about half an hour if you have all your documents ready. Anyways, the documents that you need are going to be every official court document where you were charged. So if you were charged twice, you're going to need the document from each charge, and it's going to have that official stamp on it. And you're going to have to go get those files, those documents from the court where you were charged. That's pretty easy. You can get that in a day. Me, I was charged in 3 different courthouses, and they were hours from Toronto, so I needed to go. But they mailed it to me, actually. But anyways, and it's like $2-3 per page, some of them. Anyways, then you're gonna need, you're gonna need an official police record from the RCMP with you got to go get your fingerprints. They send it to the the RCMP, and then they send it back to you. That takes about 7 weeks. So from the day you send in your fingerprints, it's called an I-212, I think. But the people at the fingerprint place will know what you're talking about when you tell them. So you're going to need that, your court documents. You're going to need like a passport or something with your name on it and photo. Then you're going to need what else? You're going to need shoot. You're going to need that. What else they asked me for? You're going to need to write a letter, like a personal letter saying what you've did in the meantime, and your personal statement, it's called. And then you're going to need, it helps if you have a reference, if you have a good buddy that you've known for a long time and that can vouch for you. Even family, I think, will be okay. And then you're going to need, it'll tell you on the site. It's pretty straightforward. Most importantly is the documents, the court documents. And for eSafe, you're going to need to take photos of those at the very last step. You're going to need to take photos of all these things I mentioned, and they have a spot for it that you upload it to. You can just do it on your cell phone. It's easy. Take the photo, and then you're going to call in. When you have everything submitted, you're going to need to pay $580 US. No, it's $580 US. So it came to like $780 for me. And mind you, I just did this 2 weeks ago from today. Today is November 20th, I think. Anyways, yeah. So after you submitted that, then the last step is to pay. Then after you pay, a message is going to appear and say, "Okay, you've submitted your documents. Thank you. Now you can call the port of entry that you want to enter to do your biometrics." Now, so you call. I did mine at Queenston, in close to Buffalo, New York, and I just called them. I said, "I'm ready to do my appointment." I submitted documents. They were right away. They're not busy at all. Really nice, by the way. And then so the biometrics is you drive up to the border, and then you go in there, and with all your documents that you submitted, you have to bring all those, and then they're going to take your fingerprints again, and then they're going to take a look at all the documents, make sure everything's there for you, and then that's it. Yeah, they do the electronic fingerprints, and then they don't really ask you any questions or whatever, except for just when you're crossing. You tell them you have a biometrics appointment, so they're expecting you already. And then at the end, they give you your documents back. Oh, another document I remembered is I brought them my statement of birth. They want to know what citizenship you are. That was the one I was missing. Yeah, the statement of birth, or your birth card. Anyways, so yeah. So after you're finished, they give you your documents back, and then you're on your way. He told me it would take about 2 to 3 months. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I come home, and then that was just 3 weeks ago. They're not busy right now, I guess. So then, yesterday I got an email saying there's been an update, and I got excited. So I looked at it on my eSafe account, because you have to create your own account. And then it's a printable PDF saying your results, and mine has been approved. Looks like this. Yeah, it looks like a regular professional document. So the it's from the Admissibility Review Office, which is in Sterling, Virginia. And they said, your form I-192, that's the form that's the waiver, name of the waiver, for advance permission to enter as a non-immigrant has been approved. And enclosed is a copy of your form I-194. And then they said it's valid for 5 years. The Border Patrol said there's no telling how many years it'll be valid. Between 1 and 5, he said, because depending on the seriousness of the crime, right? I told you mine, and that's, I guess it wasn't that serious in their eyes. And then it says, you're granted multiple entries for business and pleasure, and it's the period of stay is to be determined by the admitting officer. Anyways, one thing that confused me here was it says this letter and form I-194 must be presented at the border officer to the border officer when you make admission in the States. And I was like, well, I have this form, but what's the I-194? And I'm calling around, I'm trying to figure it out, and it just turns out the waiver is like the end result of the waiver. Your approved waiver is the I-194. So I'm looking for another piece of paper. I'm like, did they send me something else I didn't see? I'm looking all over the I'm looking all over eSafe for it. I typed it in Google and everything came up. Anyways, you just need this piece of paper, okay? And then on the back, it kind of confused me a bit. And I want to clear this up for you guys in case you have the issue. Don't panic. It says the applicant has been found to be ineligible to receive a non-immigrant visa under Section 212A2A I. And there's a lowercase I and then a capital I of the act. Anyways, that just means that I'm banned for life to the U.S. I'm banned for life without this piece of paper. If I have this piece of paper, then I'm not banned. So that means every 5 years I need to renew this. That's the only way I'm getting in is with this paper, okay? I don't know the details too much about what I can and can't do in the U.S. If that means I can't work, that's okay, because honestly, I don't want to work in the U.S. anyways. I just want to visit family and relax. But this piece of paper is my only way in, and it's probably your only way in too. So then it says, it says business and pleasure, plans regarding travel to the United States and period temporary stay will enter at various ports of entry. So they give you, they give you the works. They give you the permission to go into various ports of entry. And then the period of stay, it's to be determined by the officer. So that's up to them. Depending where you're going, they're going to determine that themselves. Anyways, guys, mostly the point of this video is that don't pay these scam ass companies that want, oh my God. I remember when I was first starting out, I was calling around, hi, can you help me with a U.S. waiver? All these companies with the Canadian flag, and it's almost like you feel like it's actual government you're dealing with, but it's not. It's just these guys. They want a $500 startup fee. They want you to get everything yourself. Like they were like, okay, you're going to need to bring us these documents, those documents that I mentioned to you, the court documents, the statement of birth, letters from employer or whatever, references. You might as well just do it yourself if they're going to make you do all that. I told them on the phone, I said, I'm paying you this money. I'll give you, an extra $1,000. How about you do everything yourself? And they're like, no, all they do is put it together for you in a little package with a bow on it and send it. And you end up losing an extra $1,000 on top of the $700-800 to even file the application. Okay, so do it yourself. That's what this video is all about. Do it yourself. You're going to save a lot of money now that they have the eSafe excuse me, now that they have the eSafe running, you just type it up. If you have the documents ready, you can literally do it over a weekend if you just have your court documents and your fingerprints. You need to bring those fingerprints, by the way. Like, you need to get that. That's the thing that takes the longest, is the 6 weeks that the RCMP sends to you, because they take their sweet ass time. They send to you that one piece of paper, and then that goes with the package. Anyways, you guys can message me if you want in the comments. I'll answer you, but it's very easy. Do it yourself, okay? And you'll save a lot of money. Okay, guys? Take it easy.